Mr. Boyega Oguntuashe, the chairman of People's Democratic Party in Ekiti, joins us from the state capital to shed some light on their perspective on what transpired. Good morning, and thank you for joining us today on the program. Well, much as a lot of people expected that your party would have congratulated the winner, on the contrary, your party has rejected the results. So could you tell us, did the party, do you have it on good authority about the reports we were seeing about your party having alternative results, and as a result of that, you rejected the results?
Yes. Okay. I'm not hearing you properly.
Can you hear me?
Not hearing me.
All right. On what grounds did your party reject the results?
Thank you very much, Chamberlain. We have said we are with the people. On what ground are Ekiti people rejecting that so-called result? 2-3 days before the election, the plan and the resolution of the federal government to rig the election was so clear. They brought in armed men, 30,000 armed men to Ekiti State, and the first person to fall victim of their viciousness and inhumanity was the governor of the state. He was brought down, and there was shooting, indiscriminate shooting of the people. I quickly put that one aside. This vicious set of people on the election day and 24 hours before that started arresting leaders. The chief of staff was arrested on the election day at Are in Ekiti Central. Chief Ologbonla and his son was placed under house arrest at Efon in Ekiti Central. In Ekiti North, where I come from, where Fayemi comes from, and in Ikole, my town, from 12 midnight to about 3 a.m., there was massive shooting in the land. The house of Chief Adeboro in central Ikole was destroyed by armed policemen and operators of SARS. Mrs. Monieleja and the husband were brutalized, were arrested, and their house destroyed. That's in the North Central. Again, in Ado Ekiti, the headquarters of Ekiti State, wards 1 and 2 they were invaded by thugs, backed by military men, and there was no voting. There were no votings in those 2 wards. In Egbe, in Ekiti South, as early as 6, thugs backed with armed men sent our men out of town, and the normal voting center was changed and placed in front of an APC man. There was no opportunity for people in Egbe to vote. In Ilu Amaba, the voting there were cancelled because they were not even allowed, they didn't allow PDP people to vote. And I want to tell you that online, when people were online voting in Ilawe, in the South Senatorial, Adramodu and a few others came with policemen and started arresting our men. This caused a lot of confusion in the camps of PDP, and people who had not their minds had to flee. They flee from these satanic people to save their lives, so that after their election, or the so-called election, we will have the life to protest to civilize people.
Yeah, Mr. Gotuashi,
True.
if I could just jump in before you go to your second point, I'm just wondering, I mean, to some also who may not exactly understand this. Now, could you also explain to us, assuming without conceding that that's the case, because we don't have some of these reports that you highlighted, those who were kept under house arrest, how do those actions impede or reflect on the results? Is this something that you think, your party thinks you'll be able to prove in the court, that people were kept under house arrest and as a result of that they couldn't vote?
Chamberlain, please, I cannot hear you. I can't answer questions. I can't hear properly.
We need to check again then. Can you hear me now?
It's so important that there should be no... I think I can, yes.
I'm wondering because assuming without conceding that those cases you highlighted were the case, how do people being kept under house arrest become tenable in court?
You see, by the time... Whether it's tenable in court...
If you were to challenge based on that.
No, you see, I'm telling you a lot of things that ought not to happen in a democracy or that could corrupt electoral process. Electoral process. When you put people under house arrest and you don't let them come out, they would not be able to vote personally. You disenfranchise them, and of course, their supporters will be intimidated and they will refuse to vote. And those who even want to vote will be easy prey for hawkers, you know, to buy their votes. I mean, for hawks to buy their votes. So all we are saying, apart from the figures that are contradictory, that are conflicting, that are not in tune with reality, which they have announced, all of these things could not make us to say that that was a proper election. And I want to tell you, Chamberlain, that is why there is no joy in the land. Nobody is celebrating. On Sunday, there is no single church where they were shouting hallelujah that the governor has emerged. So as far as we are concerned, if you look at one of the papers, it said Buhari endorsed the governorship of, endorsed the result of Ekiti. There is no constitutional reason why a sitting president should endorse. It's a law, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that should back whoever is becoming the governor of Ekiti State. There is no provision which says once the president is happy with you, then you become the governor. No. When you fulfill these things neatly and in an angelic manner without blemish, that's when you can become the governor of Ekiti State.